Sharkie Game here. So today we'll have a look at the Genius Ergomedia 500 Gaming Explorer. So this is basically another keyboard replacement focused on gaming. So on first glance of the box, it looks really cool. It's got like a foil kind of backing, as you can see there if I shine the light a bit. On the side it says here, speed control and magic touch for gaming. It's also got some close-up images of the features. Then you move on to a display window showing the keyboard itself. And on the other side it's got the Genius logo as well as some character design. And it's also showcasing there the backlighting that the device supports. Now the sides of the box are pretty plain. They just got the branding, the maker controller as well as requirements. And same on the other side. On the back of the box it says, a new ergonomic design gaming keyboard for ultra comfort, fashionable and streamlined appearance, backlighting keycap function for late night gaming sessions, complex macros with 11 programmable keys for custom instant control, built-in microphone and speaker jacks for easy connection, 4-way directional button, up, down, right, left directional button. Then it's got some close-up images here of the control. It says, the backlighting design for late night gaming world. Mouse wheel for fast scrolling your visual screen. Use this button to switch up to 3 different game settings. A 4-way directional button, bring 4-way instant speeding control into action. Mic and speaker out jack, a great feature to eliminate inconvenient cable switching. Okay, so let's go ahead and now open up the box and have a closer look at this controller. As you can see by the packaging, it's really like a foil kind of color. It looks pretty cool actually in the light. Okay, so this basically folds up slightly like that. Pull this all out and get this out of the way. Okay, so what you get with it, you get the installation CD that has basically the drivers as well as the software you can use to make sort of custom profiles and program those keys. And you also get a bit of a manual, which just goes, it's all different languages, goes through the same sort of features, setting it up, configuring it, and all that type of stuff as well. Alright, so this is the device. As you can see, it's very yellow. It also looks a very ergonomic shape. So you can see when you put your hand on it, it fits perfectly into the shape of your hand. It's got quite a nice palm rest here, which means when you're in gaming, it's quite leaned. And all your, basically you reach all the keys like that. Now these are keyboard type keys. So it's very much like a keyboard. And some of the pre-numbered keys, it's got like, you know, your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all up to 11. It's got control, it's got shift, it's got alt, tab, space, and it's also got little directional, see there, on directional keys. Over the side here, you've got your scroll wheel. Here, it's got your switch. And basically, when you press that, these LEDs light up depending on which profile you're on. So if you're on A, B, or C, it'll light up which profile that you're on. And this is basically your little D-pad, which you can use to actually control your movement. So overall, it looks pretty cool. On the side here, you've also got your, right here, your sort of speaker and your mic in jacks. On the bottom you've got these grip pads, so when you put on your desk it doesn't slide around. So you plug it in just like you would normally keyboard via USB. You install the software, it comes with some customizable kind of software, and then you're ready to play. And basically you have your one hand on this, and you have your other hand on your mouse, and you basically play as normal. Now the idea of this is to eliminate any unused keys sort of that you don't really need. So you can just play straight away in whatever key you want. These type of controllers are generally aimed at shooters, just because shooters obviously don't need too many keys, and you can just configure this all to what you would actually like. Now, it does feel really comfortable to hold when you have your hand on there. It is very shaped. I mean, it's easy to reach the directional pad at the side here, easy to reach the scroll wheel with your one finger, and easy to press the switch button as well, which would switch all your modes if in case you just want to switch on the fly. And of course, you can get all the keys pretty comfortable. I find the side keys may be a bit of a stretch. It may be also designed for slightly bigger hands, but I can pretty much get all the keys if I just stretch just a little bit. But the keys are very responsive, easy to press down, so that's a big plus. And of course, it's very comfortable to lean your hand there. The shape of this actually contours directly to your hand, so holding it down like this is perfect. The one downside, which some people may find, depending on if you look at your keyboard or you don't. Me personally, I don't tend to look at my keyboard while I'm playing the game. I just automatically do it. But if you are one of these people that look down at your keyboard sometimes, or while you're playing a game to a certain set of key or anything, with this, the way it's shaped away from you. So if this is on your desk at eye level to you, you're not going to see those keys. They're actually shaped downwards away. So when you have your hand there, you're covering it, so you would have to pretty much lean over and look at them to see which key does what. That is one downside if you look at your keyboard. If you don't, well, then you won't worry about it. Now, during late night gaming sessions, as the box advertised, there is backlighting, and it is just undercarriage, so behind basically the keys, like just in the grooves there, that's where the blue LED light glows through. So it's not overly bright, but it is bright enough for you to see the keys. So yeah, overall, it's a very nice looking keyboard replacement. The Ergomedia has a sort of bright yellow pad which really stands out, and like I said, it is really ergonomic. It feels ergonomic, and it functions the way it should. Now, another thing I guess you could say is with the D-pad, if you prefer a D-pad, then you're going to love this thing, because it pretty much functions as a D-pad. But if you do prefer your keyboard keys instead for movement, then you're better off using maybe some of these ones as well, because you can still use basically these 6 keys for your movement. You just got to program that in the software. But obviously the genius, when they designed it, they did want you to use a D-pad instead, and maybe use these for your weapon swapping, your using, your prone, crouch, all that type of thing. So that's why they've done it in that kind of fashion. But overall, I really like this kind of controller in that. It looks really nice, really ergonomic, really nice and comfortable to play with, and the software is really easy to set up. It's just a matter of opening it up and programming what you want to do, what key does what. So there's no hassle with that whatsoever. And yeah, it looks pretty good as well. It looked pretty good on your desk. But yeah, overall it's a great device, and you can pick these up really cheap as well. So for what the device does, it's pretty good. Yeah, and if you want something more contoured to fit your hand, then maybe this is something for you. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Sharkie Gamer. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll have heaps more controller and accessory reviews up very shortly. If you like this video, then hit that like button and leave a comment down below if you feel like it. Thanks again for watching, guys.